Hey guys, Blazen here. Welcome to my analysis on the Heatwave. The Heatwave is a semi-automatic hard-light shotgun manufactured by Ferrarius Assembler Vats. The Heatwave fires energized shards of hard light that are turned to slice through living creatures while bouncing off dense terrain or architecture. Upon imploding, the hard light projectiles can disintegrate organic targets like many Promethean weapons. The Heatwave was utilized by warrior servants before the Halo Array's activation and the Ecumen's self-banishment from the galaxy. It was favored by the Skutari naval infantry forces and heavily used by their shock troopers during boarding actions. This usage allowed the weapon to be used in great effort by clearing corridors or even firing blindly around corners. During the battle for Zeta Halo, Sentinel Eliminators were manufactured wielding the Heatwave. And we're going to jump straight into the gameplay stats here, because there are no trademarks to find, the features are clearly visible, and of course, as you can tell, this weapon has no sights. So the Heatwave holds 8 rounds in the gun, I guess, plus 16 extra spare rounds. The fire rate I got was around 90 rounds per minute. We're going to skip over the reload speed because technically this is a single loaded shotgun, which means the reload speed can vary. So we're going to move over to its max effective range, which is around 20 meters. And a bit surprisingly, the vertical firing mode actually has an increased red reticle range, though not by much, up to 22 meters. Moving on to damage output, it takes one shot to break most shields, and then the next shot kills, totaling a 2-shot kill. This goes for both the horizontal and vertical mode. And the TTK of this gun is around 0.9 seconds. Overall, the Heatwave is undoubtedly a good shotgun. However, due to the fire rate nerfs that this gun got since the last time I played this game, definitely has made the scattershot feel a lot worse to use. Like, it doesn't feel good. I'll try not to get too much into a tangent, but once again, this is just 343 not knowing how to balance their guns. Which is a shame because it seems like Halo 4 seems to be the only game where they rebalanced their guns right, and it was universally praised by the community. The balance changes they've been doing with Halo 5 and now Infinite is just terrible. But back on the Heatwave, I honestly think Halo 5's scattershot might be 343's best take on a Forerunner shotgun. Because when it comes to vertical and horizontal mode on this Heatwave, there is no point to use horizontal mode. You just want to switch to vertical mode and just use that. Vertical mode is much more consistent and can deal some damage at range. So unfortunately, switching between the two modes is just a pure gimmick. Same goes for the bouncing projectiles. I also think they seem to be just a pure gimmick. There seems to be no reliable way to utilize the bouncing projectiles. It's pure random. This is where I glaze Halo 5 scattershot, because at the very least, Halo 5 scattershot bouncing projectiles were much more reliable and they were actually homing a little bit. Or at least they homed at the player's last known location in Halo 5. So Halo 5 scattershot, you were able to reliably actually hit around corners and utilize the bouncing properties of the scattershot. So 343, if you want to make a Forerunner shotgun, just take Halo 5 scattershot, make it a 2-shot kill like the Heatwave, and give it 4 rounds in the mag. That's it. That's probably my ideal Forerunner shotgun. Also, a side note, when it comes to the bouncing projectiles on the Heatwave, unlike the previous scattershots, the Heatwave has piercing, which means there's a chance if you're in an enclosed room with the Heatwave, even if you're the one wielding it, and you fire a shot off, there's a chance that those projectiles might hit you as well, which is obviously not good. Why should you take damage when you're the one using the gun? But anyways, I'm done rambling, so if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, share the video around, and leave a comment down below on what you think of the Heatwave. And until next time, peace.
killing spree.